Where's my money? A payment date for you soon. We'll bring you that information as soon as it becomes available.
Beneficiaries who did not file a 2019 or 2020 tax return or did not use the non-filers tool. The IRS is verifying the info it received from the Social Security Administration. Once that process is complete, it's sending the money through direct deposit.
Nancy Pelosi is now saying that lawmakers have to come to an agreement on stimulus to avoid the recession, that is. The lawmakers are now discussing what steps the federal government would take to help the American people. Now Nancy Pelosi has signaled that Democrats will seek to extend the federal debt ceiling during the lame duck session of Congress and avoid a potential conflict with Republicans that Pelosi said could threaten the U.S. economy. Even with party control of the House, Nancy Pelosi cited Republicans' threats to use the debt limit extension to cut Medicare and Social Security. She told ABC News, "We'll see what they contend that they want to do, but our best shot is to hold a vote for now." And now, everybody, a debt limit standoff in Congress would carry echoes to the 2011 crisis when the U.S. came within 2 days of defaulting on its debt in global market. Bloomberg reports that estimates for the current debt cap is about $31 trillion. One of Joe Biden's advisors also said that we think it is a good idea if Congress lifted the debt limit during this time. It should be a bipartisan way, and it should not be just about the country, but the world's fiscal stability and economic stability. Joe Biden's advisors said that the American people could expect that Congress would do the right thing and lift the debt limit either now or later, and now Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer has stated the debt ceiling is something that lawmakers will look at over the next few weeks. Now, House Republicans have said this year that they will seek Social Security and Medicare eligibility changes, spending caps, and safety net work requirements when they sit down to negotiate the debt limit increase in 2023. Not only that, folks, but listen to this. This past Sunday, Republicans held a 211 to 204 advantage in projected House seats, where 218 seats are needed to actually qualify for the majority. What this means is that people can get stimulus before the end of the year. Key House Republicans have also said that, according to a recent survey, a majority of Americans are concerned about rising consumer prices and inflation, as well as the U.S. economy entering a recession. 74% of people said they are expecting that inflation has increased over the last 2 months, and 84% said they believe that an economic downturn could actually occur by the end of the year. And older Americans are expressed in more concern about the impact of higher costs and inflation on the economy. Not too many people are worried about this, but you should be if you are living in America, because the 2021 U.S. Census showed that rates of children in poverty declined from 9.7 during the population to 5.2, a stunning 46% reduction, and that represents 3.4 million children. Now, the reductions are largely attributable to the expanded child tax credit from Joe Biden's American Rescue Plan, but those expired in December and were not extended via the Inflation Reduction Act. Senate Republican Mitt Romney has also proposed the Family Security Act 2.0 as a legislative fix. It would actually provide monthly benefits of $350 to each kid, $250, and also 6 to 17. You also qualify for this. But some people insist that in a few aspects of the bill need some tweaking to ensure equity for those most in need. It's due to the fact that the current plan penalizes single parents and very low-income families compared to two-parent and high-income families. Another difference between the existing child tax credit and the Family Security Act is that the existing child tax credit provides nothing to anyone with an income under $2,500 a year and does not provide the full amount unto parents at least $24,000. You would receive that in your mailbox. But everybody, Mitt Romney's plan would actually start helping parents who earn as little as $1 a year and provide the full amount of payments to parents under earning at least $10,000 a year. Together, these two income tests mean that parents would start getting some help sooner and more help faster than the existing child tax credit provides. So yes, folks, we see that President Biden will definitely do more for the American people and send out stimulus payments. President Biden should definitely do more for the American people and send out stimulus checks.
Okay. And I'm sorry, I'll come to the back after the queue.
Yes, I just wanted to follow up also on the lame duck session and see if the administration is still prioritizing passing the debt limit. And secondly, on student loans, is there sort of an estimate for when the legal challenges will sort of start wrapping up? The president said back in October that he thought relief would go out in 2 weeks, and of course that has come and gone. So what should people expect in terms of timeline for when these legal challenges will play out?
So look, on your first question about the debt ceiling, it should never, and I've said this before, it should never be a matter of political brinksmanship. We've been very clear. Congressional Republicans voted 3 times to lift the debt ceiling under the previous president. 3 times that they were able to do this. Congress must once again responsibly address the debt ceiling before its expiration. The sooner they act, the better for our economy and our country. We would welcome Congress resolving this issue during the lame duck. That is something that we are certainly open to and want to see, and we are consulting closely with congressional leadership on the issue. But again, it should not be used as a political brinksmanship. On your question, a student loan, are you talking about what specifically, just because you said 2 weeks has passed, but as you know, we have sent this up to the highest court of the land, the highest court of our nation, to make sure that we move forward quickly with making sure that the student loan relief that the president put forward, his plan, gets to the American people very quickly. As we know, there were about 16 million people who signed up and have been approved to get that loan,
It is definitely hard to be patient and wait for Congress to send out the fourth stimulus package, especially folks as the crisis just continues to negatively impact millions of Americans. But there are economists and advocacy groups that are urging President Biden to send out more relief. That's very, very good news. But without more stimulus money, we need to realize that many people, including our seniors, are in risk of falling back into poverty. That's something that cannot be happened, especially with President Biden. Tell me in the comments down below, everybody, what are your thoughts on President Biden? Hi, and welcome back to the channel. If you live in any of these states that I'm about to list, then you can expect to receive an extra $1,200 stimulus check in just a couple of days.
I look forward to our taking advantage of advances in science on this, that there is a pill that will be able to intervene in early stages, and we want to have the resources available to do that. The issues before the Supreme Court will be very important. Two cases there, one about healthcare workers, one about the president's mandate for going beyond healthcare workers.
Cities across the country, in states like California, New York, and even Florida, have also confirmed a new stimulus program that will provide residents with $12,000 in payments. This is especially great news for all of you. So, continue watching this video if you want to know the latest news about Social Security payments, SSI, SSDI, RRB, VA benefits, and Social Security, and fourth stimulus checks of $2,000.
Some additional financial relief may be coming to 69 million Americans who collect Social Security. Advocacy groups project that they are on track to get a 6.1% cost of living adjustment, the biggest increase since 1983. And it comes as pandemic restrictions ease, causing a jump in inflation, with prices rising for everything